I just want to congratulate you, Owen, and me, and the Long Hot Cricket podcast on 10,000 views.
10,000?
Most of them are people in search of a highlights package.
No.
But 10,000.
10,000. I feel like you flaked on an intro there, but all right.
Well, what does it mean then? 10,000 out of 67. We faced 10,000 balls for 67 runs. That's like a Cookie innings times 10.
Yeah, it's just a better version, isn't it, of Cook, really.
10,000 minutes at the crease?
How long was that?
A long time. Anyway, we are the Long Hot Cricket podcast.
Nice.
You are Owen. I am Dave. My computer's going into some sort of weird. Also updates.
Just need to get the scorecard up.
Preview. This is the England versus West Indies preview. A test series that literally nobody cares for. Test predictions. 3-match series, Owen. What are you going for straight away? Mine's going to be 3-0, so you can't copy that.
So don't ask me first then.
Oh, I asked you. I didn't.
My prediction, 2-0. Weather in it.
Nah.
Weather.
I've got most of the predictions right on this
I said West Indies, 2-0.
I've got most of the predictions right on this show.
No, you haven't.
Have?
You got the last one right.
I've got most of them.
That is just a
close.
Yeah, I remember you getting the away to India correct.
I got the closest that one though.
Yeah, but you're not correct. Isn't right.
I said 4-1 West India. You said 3-1.
No, you didn't. You definitely at the start of it will have backed England. So that is an absolute lie.
No, I said 4-1 India.
Well,
you said 3-1 India.
We all know that's a lie.
It was 4-0, so I was the closest.
We all know that's a lie.
Who was the closest?
I probably was the closest.
No. Anyway, you all right?
Yeah, I'm good, mate. How are you?
Yeah, I'm good.
Yeah?
I am very, very good.
Go on. Go deeper into it.
Tell you what, yesterday,
I
drove past New Road.
Nice.
Worcester's home ground.
Oh.
They must have had a big turnout for the 2020. And I was walking around the city centre, and you can spot a cricket fan a mile off.
Right.
You just can, can't you?
Okay, yeah. Just carrying a little picnic blanket, was he, with a sun hat
Well, a cagoule, a backpack, some sort of hat.
Like a
brim.
Carrying an umbrella under his arm.
Yeah.
Nice.
And it's like, maybe like...
smoking a pipe.
Like, not chinos, but like...
Or just baggy,
outer weather, like
trousers,
walking chinos.
Yeah. You got to be comfortable, haven't you? You're going to be there for a long
You
time.
can spot a cricket fan a mile off.
Even for 2020?
Uh-huh.
They're the same, are they?
Great big fucking hats on.
Well, yeah, all right. If they're carrying a big 4 sign, then we know it's them.
You could definitely spot a cricket fan. That's just one of the facts of life, I think.
I don't think you'd know if I was going to the cricket.
No, you wouldn't know if I was.
Yeah, I would.
How?
I'd be with you. Right. So what we're previewing, do we know the squad news? Do you want us to update us on a bit of squad news?
Squad.
The England squad. With a squad, right, I never quite understand the reason of, this is going to sound stupid, but picking a squad.
Well, it's a squad for the first test, isn't it?
Because they just change it if they want to. Do you know what I mean? It's like you have to pick your squad, but like, yeah, we picked it and we're now going to change it.
Yeah, but like it's the squad for they'll only change it if it's down to injury, won't they?
But surely that's the point of having the squad. Do you know what I mean? You can't.
It's not like a touring squad, is it?
No, I know, but that's the whole thing.
West Indies will have a touring squad.
Yeah, but they can still fly someone out.
Yeah, you're talking like World Cup football, aren't you? Where you're kind of like.
But surely that should be like you pick your squad to then cover if something happens. If something happens, then you go to the squad. That's the point. Because they could pick people. Like if they pick a spinner and then Mo and Ali gets injured, they might just get someone else in to be a spinner, even though they didn't pick them in the squad.
Do you want to hear this squad news that you're all crying about?
Go on then. Go on, you can do it now. Go on. Go on.
13-man squad.
Right.
Mason Crane in, Liam Dawson out.
Interesting.
You won't get a game.
Well, interesting though, isn't it? Interesting.
Chris Wokes in, Stephen Finn out.
Would have been interesting on your thoughts of that before, but go on.
So Wokesy in,
nice.
Finney out, and Stoneman in, Jennings out.
Yes.
Those are the 13 men.
I think we were
keeps the same.
Thinking that Jennings was going to get another go, weren't we?
No, I was.
Oh, were we not?
I'm banging.
Are you sure?
Yeah.
Or have you just changed your mind now?
No,
you just happy to see him go.
I said that he should go.
You think? Oh right, okay. I don't know. My worry is if it just happens again. Well, now we've used them all up and we still don't have anyone.
Let's just call this podcast the preview for the whole series, not just this game, because then we can talk about other players.
Right.
3 games against the West Indies.
Mm-hmm.
This should be like just trials or tryouts for the Ashes, shouldn't it?
Well, it is.
What
do you mean though? What, as in we should still be experimenting?
Not experimenting, but bringing back.
This. I'll tell you what this series should be.
Particular players.
This series should be.
I don't want to throw test caps away.
No. This series should be getting the players, our squad, who are going to play in the Ashes, confidence. That's what this series should be. Not be, well, we don't have a number 2 and we don't have another middle order batsman, so let's try out some more people. Well, and then we get to the Ashes, out of the bad bunch, who are we going to pick?
What about, do we need to give people like Jimmy Anderson, Alistair Cook, Stuart Broad, Johnny Bairstow, do those 4 players who are Joe Root, those 5 players, do they need to be given all 3 games? Because we all know that they're all fun. They're the best 5 players in the team.
Right.
That's the only reason we win games is those 5 players.
So,
do they need to play all 3 games?
But are you going to pick someone on one game?
Well, it's just to say, actually, we've got an option. Let's bring him on the plane. Because what I'm saying is, for the opening spot, right?
Mm-hmm.
Let's say there's 3 people going for this opening spot.
Oh, you want to crack 2 new openers out there?
Well, we'll get on to this. Hang on.
Oh.
So, Alistair Cook's partner, there's 3 people up for the job, isn't there?
Go on.
Jennings?
Yeah.
Stoneman?
Mm-hmm.
Hamid?
Yeah, I don't even think Hamid.
Guess how many test matches we've got?
I don't think. But I don't think Hamid is in with a shout.
How many openers do you think they'll take to
3.
Take to the Ashes
with
3.
Cook?
Yeah. So that means one of them will have to miss out.
Yeah.
So
Hamid will miss out.
Maybe Jennings is in. I'm saying we give Hamid a go because
I want to, but they won't.
Because there's nothing to lose, and this West Indies side is dog shit. So let's give Hamid a go. Maybe even pair Hamid and.
So it's like they're going up again. Like they don't touch gloves after an over because it's like, no, who's getting picked?
And then have Cook coming at number 3. Just something.
Cook coming in at number 3.
Just because Cook's laid on to be fine in the Ashes. Okay, you might not score that many runs.
You don't want him not having played for quite a while, do you?
Yeah, but not playing. But playing at number 3.
This is mental.
I'm just saying that I think in this series, if I was part of that selection committee, wouldn't be having a little look at
You'd be vetoed, mate.
Blackballed.
You'd want to mix it up.
I don't mean just going there.
Like people go to the Ashes, like haven't played in months.
I'm stopping that. Not being playing in months. I think I would give Hamid a go.
But they're not. He's not even in the squad.
But he's not in the squad for the Birmingham game. But he could be in the squad for.
He won't be.
Leeds and Lords.
I think if we're going to pick if Stoneman's in the team, he is the best opener we can pick to go with Alistair Cook, isn't he?
I'm not saying that you don't give Stoneman all 3 games. I'm just saying that you mix it up a bit.
You drop Alistair Cook.
Maybe not.
But that's what you're saying, though,
yeah,
to give someone else a go.
Bringing up number 3
Rest
is kind of
him,
ridiculous.
not drop him. Rest him. That's what you're saying.
Yeah, maybe if we're 2-0 up and then that last test match at Lords.
Right.
But, just say, Cookie, have a rest. You did fairly well against South Africa. You picked up a double 100 against West Indies. And now we're gonna pair up Stoneman and Hamid.
So you saying at some point through this 3-match series we should rest all 5 of those players to see what options we've got?
I'm not saying to rest all of them, but those are definitely people we could pull out.
So you're saying we should use this series completely the opposite to what I think we should use it for?
No, I'm saying the 5 players I mentioned are so good. Their class is permanent, if you like. All that old saying.
Yeah, but form, you still need form.
I'm saying that, Root's in good form.
Right.
Cookie's in fairly good. All right, Nick.
Right.
Maybe keep him if you want to keep him going. Johnny Bairstow's in good form.
Uh-huh.
I don't know if we want to test out another keeper, though.
No, there's no point.
And Brody and Jimmy, They just turn up whenever they want. You know what I
But
mean?
yeah, but
they'll take a wicket whenever they
but
like.
confidence is a massive part, especially for batsmen.
Yeah, I'm not saying.
And again, playing against a rubbish team like Stoneman, this is a great chance for him to get 100.
But what I'm saying,
isn't it?
Oh, no, yeah, definitely. And I'm saying we need to find out if we waste these 3 test matches and not find out who is exactly going on the plane. There's no other chances to find out unless you play state games or
so what if you do like
the county season, which will be over.
Big scrambled team, and it just doesn't really work out.
It should be one of those ones where we have let's say we have 20 players.
Yeah.
And it's just whoever picks out the longest sticks gets in the team. We just make a team out of that.
Jesus. I think we should use it as just confidence building.
Do you like the idea of seeing Hamid back?
Yeah, I have no problem with that.
So
well, for the games he played, he did well.
How would you go about that then?
I'd pick him and put him in the team.
Over Stoneman?
Well, yeah, I've seen Hamid play for England.
Yeah, but
Stoneman hasn't played. He didn't do shit.
He's done shit this season in the county level.
Oh, so who's done really well?
Mark Stoneman. That's why he's in the team.
Right, but yeah, so we've got him.
Yeah.
So he plays.
Yeah.
And what if he does badly? Then we've all just got a load of shit.
Well, this is what I'm saying. Yeah, it's exactly what I'm saying.
It's like if doing well in the county game, admittedly, it's like you have to in order to get picked.
It's a reward, isn't it?
But Balance was averaging 100.
Yeah.
He was rubbish.
No doubt. But what I'm saying is that there is a risk this whole opening spot because Hamid's done fuck all in the county scene. Made a 77 not out the other day.
I wouldn't call that nothing, but anyway.
And then if he makes no runs in these 3 games against West Indies because he's in such bad nick, they would be like, well, we haven't been able to look at Stoneman. I'm saying we should be able to have a look at both of them.
Stoneman is first. He gets first dibs.
Yeah, that's fair enough.
He has to get first dibs.
I'm saying that maybe that third match, if we're 2-0 up, we've got to play Hamid. We've got to have a little look at him before the summer's over. Just even if it's a game, just to give some confidence. I think Jennings is a way back now. Jennings is on the plane to the Ashes anymore.
I don't think so. He looks too fragile.
Yeah, he just
looks really fragile.
I think he looks like what Hamid would have looked like if we would have put him in against South Africa.
No.
Both had a nick.
I don't think so.
You don't know anything about
I tell you who's a real find. I think Wesley's going to be quality.
Yeah.
He looks so good. I'm happy with that. That's one of them. That's one of them. That's one of the positions solved, I think.
Really? Not solved?
No, but ultimately I think he should be number 4.
But it's not solved, is it?
I think it is for our options, it is.
But
he's our best option.
But he's not like... It's not like Ian Bell... It's not like... You know, when players have come in like a Kevin Peterson.
It's not one of the best players in the world ever. Well, maybe not.
He's not like somebody who's coming in and he's just...
But it's not like a rabbit in the headlights.
No, it's not.
So I'm happy with that. That's one of them sold for the Ashes.
I've got a list here of dead players. Not dead players.
I wouldn't have Milan. I think we need to sort him out as well.
Do you want to hear a list of players that have not made it?
Go on.
Compton?
Well, it's going to be a big list. What do you mean, players that haven't made it?
In the last...
What, players that have played for England and haven't got in the team?
Yeah, like newly capped players that have failed, basically.
Right.
Compton.
Right, too slow.
Averaged under 30.
Yeah.
Balance, averaged about 36, 37.
That's because of his first couple of test matches.
Yeah. Remember Robson opened the batting way back? Averages a 30. Lyth averages just over 20.
Yeah.
Hales averages about...
Yeah, what's happened to Hales? Why is he suddenly... I remember he was like, well, we've kind of got an all right opener.
We're going to talk about Hales.
All right, go on.
He averages about 26.
Ooh.
Vince averages under 20. Yeah. Duckett about 15. And then we've got the likes of Hamid.
What's his average?
44, right. I think.
Okay.
Jennings is averaging now 25.
Right.
Milan's averaging 9. Wesley's averaging 30.
Yeah.
That's a long list of names for not many bolt-on positions, isn't it?
Yeah,
We've gone through a lot of shit there.
Yes.
And there's a lot of players that we won't see for a good while.
Well, probably quite a few of them you won't see again. Lyth you won't see play again for England.
No, you won't see.
Compton you won't see play again for England.
No, of course not. Hamid.
And who's Robinson you probably won't see play again for England, but Hamid.
So,
I think Which
I think, are we going to agree on this idea that we should see both those test openers have a crack a neck alongside?
If Alistair Cook gets
Cookie.
a good score in the first or second test match, then we can try out in the last one.
Good idea,
if Alistair Cook gets 20s and 30s, I'll give him the last test match as well.
All right. Yeah.
I'd like to give him as much chance of getting a big 100 before the Ashes. If he gets 100 in the first test match and then 30s, that's fine. If he gets 100, then change it. But this is such a good chance to get 100. I don't want him missing out on Lords. Cook, yeah. I don't want him missing out on Lords to try out some people that won't even get in the team. So opener, we need to sort that out. We think Stoneman
and Hamid.
Well, Stoneman's definitely playing in the first test match.
I think Stoneman and Hamid should go on the plane, and I think we should give them a go
to fly to Birmingham.
to go to Australia. I think we should give them a go.
Right.
Both in the series.
But this series, Stoneman's playing with Cook in the first one.
Well,
both
Stoneman's
happy with
front
that.
runner, yeah.
So we're both happy with that.
Yeah.
I think I would give them both the second test match.
Yeah, and
then we'll see what's happened to Cook in those two as to what happens in the third.
And
I think Stoneman...
If we're 2-0 up, we definitely have to swap somebody
I think it doesn't matter what happens, Stoneman plays all three of these games.
Yeah, he probably does, yeah.
I think he has to.
It's the same probably for Milan, unfortunately. We'll get onto that later.
Yeah.
You're happy with number 3. I don't know who else is going to come in.
I'm happy with number 3, but I'd prefer 4 and 3 swap round.
Yeah, okay.
Especially for the Ashes.
Any of those names I called out giving any sort of threat to Wesley? They're not, are they? The likes of
who
Vince and Duckett aren't.
No.
Jennings, he's scored a Test match 100. There was ideas of him batting 3 at one point, but he's had such a bad time against Africa.
He doesn't look...
He just needs to...
It might be confidence. I mean, something like that. But he looks awful.
He doesn't look the same player he did in India when he was...
He looks like he's just surviving.
100. Yeah,
he's just surviving. Right, yeah.
He's clinging on, I think, if you like.
I think some players look like they'll try and survive, but are relieved when they get out. Do you know what I mean? So I have to try and survive, but hopefully that I'll get a beauty in a second, and then I can go back to the pavilion. So I think he needs to go back to... I don't think it's his last chance, though. I think he'll come again. If he plays well at county level, he'll come again.
Yeah, and I'll welcome him back.
But he looks really in bad form at the moment, so we have to give him a rest, I think.
So your number 5 is a big talking point.
Yeah.
Now, I don't think David Milan... I don't know if I said this when he came to the squad, but I don't think he's actually... I'm not there trying to keep him in the squad. I don't think he deserved this call up.
Yeah,
he scored that brilliant 80 in a T20 game, but if you
that's not enough to get in the team.
If you look at his county championship,
I don't think he's done that well.
He's averaging like 30. Yeah. He's not like he's set the world alight.
I think
I've got a name for you here to bat number 5. This person has batted for England before, and he's changed his position now.
Right.
He now bats for Nottingham. In the slower game, the 4-day cricket,
right,
in the middle order, and he's scored double hundreds. He's been scoring. He's actually in really good form. Do you want to have a little look at Alex Hales, number 5?
No. I tell you why. I said no straight away because it's just like a snap reaction of you can't put an opener at number 5. Like,
but he's not an opener.
Yes, and I see your point because he's much more... He plays much better when he can play more aggressively.
Yeah.
But I want a solid middle order because England collapse. If we're I
want a fighter
50 for 3 and Alex Hales comes out to bat we're 50 for 4, brilliant.
I've said it a million times on this podcast, but I want somebody like James Taylor in there at number 5.
Yeah.
That kind of gutsy little
I'll tell you what.
Ian Bell.
What would you think about doing what South Africa did? Which is sort of, rather than trying to replace the position, why don't we just bump everyone up?
Yeah.
The problem is...
Well, let's talk about that.
If we bumped everyone up, we then have room for a bowler.
We don't need to have room for another bowler.
We can never use another bowler. So again, that just gets back to because there's Mo and Ali, he's cracking at 7 or 8 or whatever.
Yeah.
But he can bat higher. There's no problem with that guy batting higher. So why don't we make Stokes...
All right.
5.
Let's say the thing is though, Ben Stokes is probably, I think, the weakest batsman out of the 3. but he's a match winner, blah, 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 right? I think Johnny Bairstow's a better batsman.
Yes.
Moeen Ali's a better batsman.
Okay.
But Moeen Ali is... You won't... I'm not saying this is because I've seen him play at Worcester. I don't think I have seen him play that many times at Worcester. Especially not recently. But I think Moeen Ali does a...
I don't think he's played at Worcester recently. Right?
Exactly. I think Moeen Ali's played a really, selfless...
Remember when we saw him eating a Greggs? Do you remember
that? Yeah. I think he's played, for the team, and he will go out and bat number 8 and hit 60 off.
Yeah, I know,
62.
but why can't we just move them all up one?
Well...
And then we've just we don't need Milan.
Here's a question for you.
Right.
What about this idea that England, those 3 play very well counter-attacking?
Mm-hmm.
And if you move them up one more, so you go 5, 6, 7, then the more pressure goes onto them and they can't play that counter-attacking or that killing off. And there's a big thing about, oh no, number 8 comes in Moeen Ali. A team thinks they've wiped out England, and then Moeen Ali comes in and with a counter-attack and 80 off 72 balls, and we now win the game.
Yeah. I think you'd be right if we were moving them to 3, 4, 5.
Yeah.
But 5, 6, 7. But come on.
So
Moeen Ali batting at 7.
I don't like Stokes at 5 though.
Really?
I don't think Stokes is good enough for 5. I like him at 6.
So what? All right. What about Bairstow? Or how about Moeen Ali 5? Why can't he bat 5 and then bowl?
I would want to bat 5.
So Moeen 5, Stokes 6, Bairstow 7.
But then who are you going to put in that team?
Well, then we just got a spare spot. But the thing is, right? We could fill it with a spinner,
which I don't think you need to.
Which you could, but we never bowl them, so that's pointless.
Do you need 2 spinners in Australia?
No,
because we won't need 2 spinners playing in England.
And the other thing is, but we've tried putting an extra batsman in, and they just get no runs.
But we've got an extra bowler there, they won't get a bowl.
Can we just play with 10? Because whatever we do, it just results in...
Right, here's a question for you. I was thinking about this yesterday when I was watching the cricket, the T20 game on the telly, and that was Freddie Flintoff.
Yeah.
Let's still say it's 2007, 2009, whatever it is. 2009 is last series?
Yeah.
Let's say it's 2009.
Right.
And so 2009 Freddie in 2017, I'm saying.
Yeah.
Where does he fit in the team?
Well, but he could take that spot. That's problem solved, isn't it?
That's
what I was just about to say.
Another all-rounder would be perfect.
That's what I'm just saying. Why don't we just get another, obviously, not as good.
Is that what we tried with Dawson?
Yeah, why don't we try having...
But is that what we tried with Dawson?
No, because he didn't.
He's dog shit both.
Yeah, he couldn't do either. Well, I don't think he was that bad at spinner, but he just...
Crap.
He wasn't good enough.
What does Rashid count as a...
But why don't we just have a go at just bringing in another Moeen Ali? Do you know what I mean? Someone who can do a bit of bowling and can bat a bit.
Do you count Chris Wokes as an all-rounder?
Yeah.
So could you play Chris Wokes there and then have Toby Rowland-Jones behind him?
I count him as much of an all-rounder as Stokes, but the other way. Bowler first, can bat a bit. Okay. Whereas I think Stokes can bat and bowl a bit.
So what about if you had 5 Stokes, 6... Well, 5 Ali, 6 Stokes, 7 Bairstow, 8 Chris Wokes, 9 Toby Rowland-Jones.
Yeah.
Then your 10 and 11 is Broad and Anderson.
Yeah.
Does Wokes...
Isn't he just solved the problem?
I don't think you need that many bowlers. There's 4 bowlers and then a 5th bowler with Stokes. And then
but
a
hang
6th
on.
bowler with Moeen Ali.
Yeah, but...
We've seen South Africa bowl with 3 pace bowlers.
But you can't complain when you've got someone who's doing a batting job and can bowl and go, well, we don't need the bowler. You're making a problem there. That's not a problem.
I think
you can't go, well, Stokes can bowl. We don't need another bowler.
I would rather just have an
bowl.
out-and-out batsman there, to be honest. And even if he makes 0, it's better than him having no...
Than Wokes?
No, Wokes comes in for Toby Rowland-Jones. I know Toby Rowland-Jones had a great time of it, but he comes in for Toby.
But who are you going to pick to be a batsman? We haven't got anybody. At least if we have...
Right, Hales would do well against the West Indies. He would.
Right.
But I don't know if he'd do well in Australia.
So what's your point? I don't think we need...
David Milan is not the answer, I think.
No. And I don't think he is, but I think...
But come on, I think there should be a batsman there, Owen. Unless you're going to play... Unless he leaves for a spinner.
But they never bowl them.
But I don't think you'll need 2 spinners in 5 test matches.
No.
You might need... if you really feeling
maybe
daring,
one of them.
Yeah,
maybe one of them. Possibly you might need two. But I'm quite happy with replacing Milan with Wokes.
But then Wokes is.
It's not like we're lacking batting. Then we still got a huge batting
Wokes
lineup.
isn't a proper batsman, is he?
Yeah, but he scored 50s. He's like, I tell you what, his batting is like what we hoped Stuart Broad would be like batting.
But then Stuart Broad, Chris Wokes, Toby Rowland-Jones, whatever, isn't.
Rowland-Jones doesn't look that bad with the bat.
They're all very good lower order batsmen.
Yeah,
but they're not batsmen.
But we've moved up the
but
lower middle order to a middle order.
Let's just look at the Australian bowlers. I think they may even name their side to go and play Bangladesh, but they've got what? Stark, Hastings. I don't know if that Hastings actually. Stark, Hazelwood.
Yeah.
Some other guy.
Right, what's your point?
Well, they've got a really good pace bowling lineup.
Yeah.
I want to find it on the internet.
Well, what's wrong with our bowling lineup?
Oh, no, what's wrong with our batting lineup to face those guys? Do we need an extra batsman in there to give us a bit more protection?
But we don't have anyone. I think you got to pick the best of what you've got rather than trying to pick the team you would like. It would be great to have another solid batsman come into that team, but I don't think we've got one to pick.
So Australia have sorted out all of their predicaments with their pay and all that shit.
Oh, have they?
Yeah. So they're going to Bangladesh and they've named their squad.
Right.
I understand what you're saying. There isn't a batsman there to pick.
Yeah.
But I'm saying that this bowling lineup is so strong that we need to find another batsman to just, if you like, prop us up a little bit better, rather than having Wokes do the job.
I think we should put. Anyway, I'll say that later.
Let me find.
I think, like what you were saying earlier, with moving those guys up, it's like, it's made, put too much pressure on them, then they don't play the way they usually do.
Okay, so Hastings isn't. I made that mistake, but there's Pat Cummins, Hazelwood, Lyon. He had a good time. He's shit, but he had a good time.
Come on,
Ashton Agar even.
Right.
James Patterson. And there's no Mitchell Stark in this one.
But
you think he'd be free actually. So I'm scared of Hazelwood, Cummins, Pattinson, and Stark. I'm scared of those four. Whether they're going to play all together, I don't know, but I am scared of those four.
Well, what's your solution?
I'm saying that we have to have a stronger batting lineup than we currently have.
With one more batsman?
By not having another all-rounder, like an all-rounder, I mean a bowling all-rounder, but having an actual in-and-out batsman there.
But that would be cracking, but we don't have anybody.
Hales. Bell.
Or you want Hales in there?
Bell.
You want to pick Hales and put him in that team at 5?
Maybe. Jason Roy? No, he's out of form.
But I saw a thing, Kevin Peterson coming out saying that Roy should be in the opening for England.
Yeah, it's absolutely.
I don't think that. But you'd prefer to see him in the team than.
What about Wesley
Wokes
there?
What do you mean?
Wesley
He's
at
already
5.
in the team. Oh, Wesley at 5. Who are you bringing in at
Stoneman 3?
But what on earth are you doing? So now Hales is opening.
Didn't work with Compton, did it?
No, I don't think that's a terrible idea.
No, Hales is definitely not getting anywhere near the opening. But what I'm saying is, I think there is flexibility there. They're all shit players, no doubt.
They're not. No, they're not. I think if you're going to pick England's best team,
honestly, tell me you would have a bowling all-rounder rather than a batsman to go to Australia.
I would rather have the bowling all-rounder that we know is quality rather than someone we have no idea how good they are. That's what I would.
That's what we're going to find out, aren't we?
Well, no, we're not, because we're not trying anyone out to fill that position.
I'm saying that you would try people out.
So who would you try? You try Alex Hales. Mm-hmm. He gets a couple of 30s against West Indies. Who are you going to try now?
Ian Bell.
Why
not? Why not?
Don't be. We're not just cycle. Let's great openers of the past. Let's bring Straussy back. He's got a job in the ECB. Give him a go. Tresco. Just
he
give
can
him
still do the job.
Give him. Come on. You can't pick Ian Bell. Let's bring KB back. Owen Morgan. Brilliant.
I was saying, mate, what about Hales has got to be the front runner, surely. He's had a really good county season. And then you have young people like Joe Clark or whoever's playing for the England Lions. Those guys. Give them a go. But we did it with Hamid and Jennings. They both came from England Lions. They both scored hundreds in India.
I don't think Hamid scored 100, did he?
Okay, but yeah.
Right.
Hamid scored 250s or
Right.
whatever it was, averaging 40 something. Let's just bring somebody else in. A Joe Clark.
Okay, this is great. What do you think they're going to do?
They'll give that fucking idiot 3 games.
Who's that?
I like Devin Milan. I actually like him.
You think they'll give him all of this series?
Yeah. It's that thing. Well, we'll have to give him at least 5 games to find out these shit.
So you think? What about with Roland Jones and Wokes?
They both go to Australia.
But do you think they'll drop Roland Jones and play Wokes instead of him?
They should do, yeah.
You think? Yeah, but do you think they will?
Yeah.
You think they will?
Yeah, Wokes is back.
Hmm.
Especially at Birmingham, where it's his home ground.
No, I mean in the Ashes.
Oh,
when we take them to the Ashes.
Well, I will give you my lineup for the Ashes at the end of the podcast if you like.
You want to do it now?
I'll give that to you at the end.
Right. So the whole squad, and you know who's starting already, do you?
Yeah. I haven't written it down. I'll just be able to bash it off. I'll give you a 15-man squad.
I want the starting 11.
Yeah, I'll give you
the
starting
first
11
test match.
And then I'll give you for the Ashes. I'll do that for you, and then I'll give you 4 subs as well.
Why are you putting bets on?
We've got to talk about this West Indies series. I know we don't want to. It's all Ashes.
Right, go on.
What I'm saying is Wokes will come in for that first game.
Yeah.
West Indies.
Yes.
We'll replace Toby Roland Jones.
You think so?
Yes.
I think. I think trying to find a batsman we don't have is creating a problem.
Right. Let's forget about that because
But that is the problem we've got, because if we do replacing Toby Roland, it's like he's a great bowler, he's done really well. Get him out of the team. Let's keep this batsman who doesn't have a pickle what he's doing.
Yeah, but Toby Roland
keep him
isn't
in
a
there.
batsman.
No, I know, but it's a
who cares about his batting?
No, but it's a position that we've tried a batsman, we've tried a spinner, it's just up for grabs. Who wants it? We've got a bowler who's done really well, who can now have it because we've got a bowling all rounder to come in the team.
Yeah.
But like, no, sack this guy off who's done really well, and we'll keep the guy who's done
only one
rubbish.
Place. Toby Roland Jones only has one place.
No, I know, but David Milan is solving the Dawson problem and the Rashid problem.
Yeah.
Right? Because it was...
Toby Roland Jones only came in for Wokes, right?
Yes.
Or for Wood,
I know.
Call it. But
Wokes being fit again...
Yeah.
Now
he's not
he
good
can
enough batsman to take Milan's place.
No, but shit. But he can come back in for this spare position that we have.
Milan's place.
Because Milan's rubbish and we don't have a batsman.
He's not a good enough batsman.
No, we're not going to put him there, are we?
I know what you're saying. But I'm saying that we could. Okay, I'm saying that I know what you're saying. You're saying
it's like
we know that both of those two bowling all rounders can bat.
No.
That's what you're saying.
No, I'm saying let's just replace. We'll just have an extra bowler because we don't have an extra batsman.
You're saying
I'd rather have someone who can play and we know is good enough.
You're saying that those two extra bowlers are bowling all rounders, and that's better than having a batsman we don't know anything about.
Or we know can't do it.
No.
I don't think you've got a leg to stand on here.
I just read out those Australian fast bowling.
It doesn't matter. I don't think you've got a leg to stand on.
You think Wokes can hold
so you want Milan in there, do you? Like,
no,
brilliant.
It's
like, I'm really terrified of this bowling attack. Let's keep this guy in who can't score a run at county level. Brilliant.
We need a batsman in there.
Who? We don't have anybody. You can't just say that and then go, bring back Ian Bell.
No,
Can we pay Kevin Peterson enough to come back?
Give it to one of the young lads who I don't know about.
Brilliant.
Like Joe Clark. Give it to one of those guys.
Rather than having a team that you know play, like everyone can play really well.
I want a proper batsman there. I want someone who's going to tough it out. A proper batsman. Not a bowling all-rounder who will get 20 and get out.
But why don't we just why don't we put more pressure on the top 7 batsmen?
But he's not a 100 maker, is he?
Why don't we put pressure on the top 7 batsmen? Like, you're all batsmen. You are our best players. You need to do the job. Rather than going, well, we need to bat all the way down to 11.
We don't need to bat.
Let's move them up and go, you're in charge of scoring the runs. We're not bringing in an 8th batsman so we can go, pressure's off.
Can Chris Wokes score 100?
No, that's not what I'm saying. If we move them all up, we got Wesley, like, you got to score runs. We got an opener, whoever that is, needs to score runs. Okay. You got Cook, you got Root, you got Mo and Ali, you got Bairstow, you got Stokes. You are now responsible. We don't need.
Yeah, I understand what you're saying.
Billings.
But there are two
in.
big problems with this.
You are responsible.
There are two problems with this.
If we've got 8,
you
9,
want to know the problem?
No, just hold on. If we've got 8, 9, and 10, who can also score a 50, it's not a problem going. They're not good enough to get hundreds. They're not good enough to get. If we're 100 for 7, I need someone who can get 100. But no, your batting's failed. You don't just ram the whole lineup with batsmen so we can get 100 if Jimmy comes in.
Then Moeen Ali would never ever play a game, would he?
What are you talking about? That he's in our top 7. We've moved them up.
Or one place.
Yeah.
What I'm saying
is... It's the one place we can't fill.
What I'm saying is, there's two big problems with what you're saying.
Go on.
The one big one is that we need... The batting lineup is shaky anyway.
Yeah.
There's a problem with our number 1, our number 2 batsman, if you like. There's a problem with our number 3, potentially. He's unproven.
I would say that as
he's
far as
Jonathan Trott 2011, is it?
No, right. But if you're going to compare everyone who comes into the team, it's like, well, we don't have a Don Bradman either, but we're going to have to deal with it.
It's not even. but it's not even Johnny Bairstow.
Yeah, but it's a problem. It's not as the biggest problem we've got.
It's not even Moeen Ali. We don't know anything about West Ham.
It's not. It's like that. As far as I'm concerned, with the players and the options we've got, but that's fine.
All right, okay. He's probably the best man for the job, but he's unproven. That means we haven't got particularly.
But we're not going to find anyone proven now. We've run out of time.
No, exactly. But what I'm saying is that you can't change that.
Right.
There's 2 shaky positions there.
Well, one of them's definitely shaky because we don't have anybody for one of them.
And then Wesley is unproven.
But he's doing all right.
But unproven. Okay, let me continue.
Right.
So that's 2 out of the top 5 fucked, in my opinion.
You're such an idiot.
That's 2 out of the top 5.
You're going so
shaky.
extreme now to make it a problem. You are.
I'm not.
You are. There's nothing wrong with Wesley. He's done fine.
2 out of the top 5 are shaky.
One of them doesn't exist, and the other one's doing okay.
2 out of the top 4 unproven.
Well, one of them's unproven. The other one doesn't actually exist yet.
Stoneman and Wesley are unproven, right?
They haven't won the.
That's half of the top 4 are unproven.
One of them's never played.
So he's unproven.
It's like doesn't exist. Not. Yeah. It's like couldn't be a bigger problem. One of them.
Number 5 is a big question mark on.
Right.
But there's 2 out of 4 of the batsmen for that are unproven. We don't know if they can do it.
Yeah.
In Australia, we don't know. We just don't know. Okay.
Well, what's the problem with my theory?
Yeah, I'm saying that you could have a player there, but we've got an extra player. I'm going to get onto your
right. You said there were 2 big problems with what I was saying.
Yeah.
What are
they?
The
first one is that the batting lineup at the moment isn't brilliant. They're not known. They're not brilliant batsmen.
And your solution to this problem is bringing someone else in who we don't know. And
it's better than having someone who can score hundreds at county level. Is better than having someone who can score 30s at international level.
That's not how I'm solving the problem. I'm moving up the batsman who bat really too late down the order.
Okay,
up the order.
Fair enough.
Right.
But then I'm saying that you could still have those batsmen playing what they've done. They've played really well in this counter-attacking role.
Yeah.
6, 7, 8.
Yeah.
Fourth.
And bring someone else in so they have to do it again and again and again.
have a batsman playing at 5. But the biggest problem, I think, Owen, is that you have 4 pace bowlers and Stokes and Ali.
But Stokes doesn't bowl anyway. That's not a problem.
So that's 6 bowlers.
You're making a problem there.
We won't see them bowl.
But you're making a problem.
4 of them bowl.
We've
seen it, Owen.
You'd have a problem if Alistair Cook turned up and could bowl brilliant off spinners. You go, oh, what are we going to do now? He can bowl as well.
We've seen it in India.
He can bowl as well.
Owen, we saw it in
now
India.
Everyone can bowl. We've got to drop them all. We've got to get rid of them. We've got too many bowlers. But it's not a problem. You don't have to bowl them. But having them there so they can bowl, I don't know why that's a problem.
We saw it in India.
Stokes is in as a batsman, but he can bowl as well. So now we have to drop him.
Stokes is a batting all-rounder.
Yeah, but he doesn't bowl. He bowls like 5 overs in a test match. Like that's barely being a bowler.
But he can bowl.
He bowls a few more than Joe Root bowls.
He's a bowler, isn't he?
He's a batsman.
Bowl. He's a batting all-rounder, but he is a bowler.
Yeah, but we don't use him.
Well, then how are we supposed to ever use another player as long as... We can't even use a player who people think is...
No, but I'm putting him in if we do what I say, he is now a batsman.
Right, okay, fair enough.
Right.
So you're saying that England don't need that extra bowler. So why are you bringing one in?
No.
Stokes doesn't bowl, so that means the 4 overs will just go to Toby Ronan-Jones or Wokes, and they all just bowl for 4 overs. Why not have a batsman in there who could turn
the bowlers that will bowl will be Stuart Broad, James Anderson.
Just like normal.
Yeah. Roland Jones.
Yeah, just like normal.
These are our bowling options.
So that's those 3, yeah.
Wokes.
Wokes pick up the 4 overs Stokes doesn't get.
No.
No, that's what you're saying.
We'll have Wokes and we'll have Mo and Ali. Those will be our bowlers.
So who's taking Stokes' overs? Those 4 he ever bowls. Who's taking his overs?
So what? So who bowls at the moment?
So in the last game, if you're saying that Stokes doesn't bowl any overs, right?
Right. Who bowls at the moment?
Jimmy Anderson.
Yeah.
Stuart Broad.
Mm-hmm.
Toby Rowland-Jones.
Right.
Those are our 3 main bowlers. Mm-hmm. We saw South Africa line up with 3 pace bowlers.
Right.
And you're saying that there's 4 overs from Stokes. So Wokes will take those overs.
Right. So you're saying that I'm just replacing.
Yeah.
Right. But I would still rather have that as a proven player, and then Mo and Ali. I would still rather have that than just some unknown person.
But he's not proven.
Wokes isn't proven.
He's not proven as a batsman. He's a very good player, and he would get in front of Toby Rowland-Jones.
But at least he can do something.
Yeah, but so can
At least he
Ian Bell.
can do something. At least he can do something. You just want to pick someone who might be totally rubbish and can't do anything.
Yeah.
That just doesn't make any sense. That's just such a
I'd
stronger
like to
team.
see what people think in the comments.
I've picked such a stronger team.
No, you haven't.
I have, and I'd rather just put the pressure on the other 7 and go, all right, well, then just pick an irrelevant person.
Because we could spend all day on this. I've got no problem with that.
I don't understand how you've got an issue with what I'm saying.
Because you're giving 4 overs to someone who you're saying that we don't need that bowler. Stokes is bowling, we don't need, right? You're saying that.
Yeah.
But you're saying that there'll be, for some reason, loads of new overs will come for Wokes.
Well, no, but
and you're saying, I'll let him bowl the 4 overs, but he's shit at batting.
He's not shit at batting.
He'll play that place. He'll get 30. We need someone who will get 100. We do. The batting order is shaky at best at the moment.
We have a top 7,
which
and then
2 of them which is unproven.
And then we've got
unproven.
And then you want to. So now you want. Well, we've got 8 batsmen, and 3 of them are unproven.
Yeah.
Problem solved.
Yep.
You're an idiot.
It's like strength in numbers.
Stupid. Safety in numbers. Yeah, let's have 11. Let's have 11 and see who can bowl.
Right. Ian Bell is not improving. Right. Let's. There's also a name we haven't talked about.
I don't want to talk about any more names. This is stupid.
Mason Crane.
Brilliant. Yeah, let's bring him in. There we go. Drop Wokes will have 2 spinners, some bloke who can't really bat, and you think's going to be rubbish anyway. Good. You want someone who's rubbish and unproven.
Well, what do you think about Mason Crane being part of the team for this West Indies?
How are we going to fit him in? Let's drop Mo. Give him a go. Oh, I'm bored of this.
Are you happy, Crane?
It's so annoying.
Will Crane get a game?
No.
He's not.
Who are we going to bring him in for?
Oh, you might bowl.
Oh, he can take Stokes 4 overs.
Toby Rowland-Jones' place. So if you go on a dust bowl, Toby Rowland-Jones out, you've still got 3 pace bowlers, 2 spinners. What's the matter? A dust bowl. He's not going to be picked for a day night.
Should we just admit we're in a world of trouble? We're in a world of trouble.
Crane is in the team just to get experience, isn't he? He's not getting picked.
It's just to come so he can get used to playing, like going on a tour, playing with England, and being in the team.
The first game at Birmingham was a day-night game in late August, which is the weather has now turned.
Yeah,
there might be a bit damp out there with the dew. Mm-hmm. There's no way he's going to play that game.
Right.
So I think he's just there for experience. Does he go to Ash? Does he go to the Ashes?
No.
Just Rashid?
Well, they'll bring one of them.
You're going to take 2 spinners, aren't you?
They'll bring one of them, but they won't play them. They won't play them.
Okay, can I... All right.
Let's go on then. Let's finish it off with you picking your Ashes 11, your starting Ashes 11.
Do you understand what I want from this series? Who I'm going to line up for this series?
You just want to pick a mix. Just pick someone out of a hat.
That
would be good, wouldn't it? Let's pick the best 3 batsmen from every county that hasn't played for England. Put them in a hat, shake it up, and we'll pick one. You'd be chuffed with that.
Take Stuart Broad out, or take Jimmy Anderson out, and let Tom Curran have a go.
Right.
Because we need another pace bowler.
Hang on, I thought we just said we've got way too many pace bowlers. We don't need another one.
No, I'm saying that
we don't need 12 to pick from. Brilliant. Yeah, back up.
Well,
back up for those 4 overs you were complaining about. Back up.
Owen, just get in the zone. Calm it down. Owen, you are a very, very knowledgeable person about Ashes in the last 10, 15 years. Can you list off the pace bowlers we took for 2011? And how many, more importantly, we took?
How many we took? I don't know. I can't name the whole squad.
But we took a lot that played, didn't we?
Yes.
So...
But... Admittedly, after the first Test match, Stuart Broad got that abdominal injury, so he was completely out of it.
But we took Broad.
We had Broad, we had Anderson, we had Tremlett, we had Bresnan,
Finney.
We had Finn.
Did we take anybody else? Did we take one more? We probably took another one. That's at least 5 bowlers, so I think we probably would have taken one. Anyone else play? Bresnan, Tremlett.
I think those were our...
Right, shall I Google
Those were definitely the main bowlers, pace bowlers that played.
So
that's 5. Mate, I can fit them in the starting lineup.
All right. Here we go. I've got the squads here. So Tim Bresnan, Sprody, Finney, Monty. No, he's not a fasty. Abdul Shazad went. Ajmal Shazad, sorry. Chris Tremlett. So we had 6 bowlers.
Yeah, but we had 5. We had one of them got injured.
Yeah. Okay, fair enough.
One of them just carried the drinks. I don't think he was ever going to get picked.
But what I'm saying is that let's list off the pace bowlers we've got now.
So, are you saying you want to solve a problem we don't have?
I'm saying that we'll need to take strength in numbers to Australia. It's 5 Test matches that they're all in. It's something like they're something like in 6 weeks as well. It's not in the normal 2.5, 3 months, whatever it normally is.
Right.
It's a really quick test.
Yeah.
So you've got Broad, Anderson. That's it. You've got Broad, Anderson,
Roland Jones,
Toby Roland Jones, 4 that are nailed on, right?
Right.
I'm saying there's 2 up for grabs places there. Whether it's going to be Wood and somebody else, Finn.
We've got loads to choose from. We don't need another one, do we?
Well,
because Wood's really good. We know he can play at least 2 Test matches and play well.
Match. He's like Simon Jones.
No, he did all right when he played.
Can Stephen Finn play?
And Stephen Finn. Because
Curran.
one of them's not going to play. One of them isn't going to play.
I want to see.
We
Tom
don't
Curran.
need to see someone else.
Right, Tom Curran can come in.
You're just making You would be a nightmare if you were part of the selection committee.
Anyway, do you want to hear my...
Yeah, go on then. You're starting 11. You said
Ashes.
You could name the 11 that will be
Ashes.
starting for the Ashes for the first Test match in Adelaide. I don't know where it'll be.
Cook.
Right.
Hamid.
You think Hamid will start, even though he won't play against... He's not even in the squad for the West Indies.
I think we'll start what my team would be.
No, I'm not asking you what you think and being impressed about that you could pick a team.
I'm picking my team.
What's the point in that? Anyone can pick an 11. I thought you were going to say, I can tell you right now who's going to play in that Test match.
I'm picking the team that will win the Ashes. That would win the
Ashes.
Ashes.
Oh my God. Well, I don't care. I thought you were going to pick a team that was going to start.
They'll start as well. Yeah, they'll start. You can hear it.
So you think Hamid will start in the first Test? That is a lie. You don't think that at all. You've got no idea.
Tom Wesley, 3.
Oh, dear God.
Cook, 4. Hales, 5.
Cook 4?
I mean, Root 4.
Jesus Christ.
Root 4. Hales, 5. Stokes, 6. Bairstow, 7. Moeen, 8. Wokes, 9. Broad, Jimmy, 10, 11.
Okay, do you want my prediction if that team goes out? If they played all 5 Test matches, it would be 5 now. We'll get battered.
We
wouldn't score over 300 with that team.
We're going to get battered anyway. We're not going to win the Ashes or retain them. What's your team going out there then? That's better than mine.
I don't know the team that will start because I don't know an opener because we don't have one. So Alistair Cook, we'll say Stoneman does really well, so then he starts. Yeah. So Alistair Cook, Stoneman. If it was me picking it, I'd have Joe Root 3, Wesley 4, Moeen Ali 5, Stokes 6, Bairstow 7, Wokes 8, and then you got Roland Jones, Stuart Broad, and Jimmy Anderson. That would be my 11. And I have much more confidence in that 11.
May as well call it 10 because one of the bowlers won't bowl. Well,
they can hold a bat, so that's fine.
Barely.
Well, they'll score more than 9.
Right. Let us know what you think teams should be. We know this has been rather Ashes watch rather than West Indies. Do you want to hear anybody from the West Indies team? I've got the West Indies team in front of me.
Go on,
just to end with. Players that you'll know. Jason Holder, captain, fast bowler.
Yeah.
Obviously, Craig Brathwaite. Is his brother going? No, just Craig Brathwaite.
Right.
Jumbo Bishu.
Does Roach still play?
Who?
Roach. Kemar Roach. Is it Kumar? Something like that?
I'll find. Yeah, Kemar Roach is still in the team.
Kemar Roach. He's quite quick. He can cause a bit of trouble.
Shannon Gabriel, Kyle Hope. They don't have that great big...
Bravo's brother. What's his name?
Kieran Powell's there. They don't have that great big Solomon Ben.
No, he just started fights. So I don't think he was actually ever that good.
Right, we will be back. The next podcast you will hear will be that podcast, England versus...
Is that the first day-night test match we'll have covered? I think it is.
Yeah.
I think it is.
And the first one in England. Ooh. We'll be covering that one. And then if you've liked this, make sure you give it a like. I've enjoyed doing this.
It was good. It was a good argument. I think
Ian Bell.
You've been one of those.
I didn't tell you the 15. I didn't do the 4.
No, but we don't care.
Yeah, that's true.
And I think you have been one of those people who just puts it on just so there can be an argument. I do.
No.
Yeah.
No.
But anyway, I hope you've enjoyed it.
Yeah, anyway. Yeah.
If you're new around here, subscribe.
Like.
Smack that big thumbs up.
We'd love to hear comments.
I want more comments. We haven't got enough yet. And one of them I read from the last podcast. I don't understand what it meant.
Right, okay.
But anyway, yeah. Like, maybe put, like, people are commenting on one section of our conversation in, like, 50 minutes. If, like, you just want to put the context of the conversation. Because the comment by, what's it called? No offence taken or whatever it is. He just put first.
Yeah, that means he's got the first comment.
Oh, Jesus.
That's like a YouTube, thing.
Well, he's the only one, so he can calm down.
Well,
it's like he can always have first dibs if he wants it.
Yeah.
Cheers for that, though.
And he was talking about what I got my degree.
I thought